Welcome, Songbird, to 3 amazing tips to soothe a dry, sore throat. Have you ever been in a situation where you've got a gig, a show, a recording, or something like that, like the next day or the next week, and you're starting to feel a sore throat come on and you start panicking and freaking out? How am I going to do the gig when, the show must go on, you can't actually cancel it, but you're actually not feeling optimally well? Well, you know what? There is actually one incredible strategy that you need to know about to actually help you still sing at your best, even when you have a sore throat and the show must go on. I'll tell you a bit more about that later. But for now, let's look at tip number 1 for how to soothe a dry, sore throat. This entertainer's secret. Entertainer's secret is basically a throat spray, but it's an all-natural throat spray. Okay, there are many throat sprays out there on the market, and you don't want to just go and get any one, all right? And particularly what you need to be looking for is on the label, does it actually contain like a million ingredients, and especially is there menthol in it? If there is menthol in it, you do not want to take that throat spray, okay? Because menthol, although it gives you a sort of temporary feeling of soothing in the throat because it's like a minty feeling, like a lot of cough lollies, but at the end of the day, menthol actually numbs your vocal folds. So you end up not knowing whether you are actually pushing your voice too hard. And then when you don't know that, you will most likely push your voice too hard, which will actually cause more damage. So you want to look at the label, you want to make sure it's all natural. For this one, this pretty much just contains aloe vera and water. So, if you're looking for a good throat spray, that's the one I would recommend. But if you can't find that for whatever reason, look for one that has the least amount of ingredients on it, and they're natural ingredients, mostly water, right? And no menthol. You can actually find Entertainer's Secret just online. Just Google it on eBay or whatever, and it's actually quite cheap, about $12 a bottle. So all you do, right, is you grab one of these and you go, and you spray it into your mouth. Obviously, it goes all the way into your throat, and it actually brings a lot of soothing to your vocal folds. It just moisturizes it, hydrates them so that they can actually vibrate together easily. All right, for tip number 2, my second tip is throat coat tea. Man, if you have not tried throat coat tea, you are missing out, Songbird. I swear, it is like taking your voice to the spa. I'm serious, okay? So again, just go online and just Google throat coat tea, and you will find many websites that sell it all over the globe, and will be able to deliver to your city. It's basically a herbal medicinal tea that is so fantastic for your voice. It contains a lot of herbal stuff, but the best ingredient is licorice, and it basically really soothes the throat. Like, I find that whenever I have a sore throat, or even when I don't, I just indulge in a cup or a mug of throat coat tea, and I just feel so much better. Now, Songbird, if you are liking this video, why don't you give it a thumbs up? It's going to really help other songbirds just like you find this video and be able to learn about how to soothe their dry, sore throats as well. All right, tip number 3 is steaming. So all that means is that you grab a towel, you go to your bathroom sink, you fill it with hot water, okay? And then you crouch over your bathroom sink, put the towel over your head, and you breathe in the steam for as long as it takes, and basically, like about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that is really fantastic. And what you're going to find is that steam is just going to be so good for your throat, for your voice. Your voice is really going to thank you for it. It just brings that moisture, the hydration that your throat really needs when it is feeling dry and sore. Okay, so back to the question I asked at the beginning, about whether or not you've ever been in a situation where you've got a gig, the show must go on, but you've got a sore throat coming on, you're feeling really dry. How do you, what's the best way to be able to continue singing in the optimal way that you can, even though you have a dry, sore throat? And the answer to that, Songbirds, is straw phonation. So what you want to do is you want to go and grab yourself a straw. It is your magic weapon, seriously, it really is magic. And what you want to do is every day leading up to the gig, while you're feeling a bit dry and sore, and especially pre the gig, right? And even during the gig when you have like your intermission and things like that, right? You just want to spend 2 minutes doing some exercises like this. Now Songbird, if you want to learn more about this straw phonation technique, I've got a whole video where I basically explain it in really good detail. I explain the science behind it. I even give you very specific exercises that you can practice. I think you're going to love it, so why don't you go and check it out here. And you know, if you want to go deeper and learn more about how to keep your voice healthy, how to use healthy vocal technique, so that when you do have a dry sore throat and you've got a gig and you've got to perform, you're actually going to be in the best position ever, okay? And if you want to do that, then go to my website and check out all of my online singing programs. I'll see you there.